So I just turned 16 and decided to make a video of what I learned and what I did throughout the age turning from 15 to 16. So in this video I am going to tell you every important things that happened in my life and I did. And yeah, so it's like monthly breakdown, and I did this because I want to share with you guys what I did and also reflect on my own things so I can just know what I did and what I should do next. So yeah, let's begin. So like after my 15th birthday, around like 10 days after, I got my 10th result and I got around 89.60 marks, and it was quite proud moment because 10th is considered very important in India if you don't know, because it's like it decides where you are going to, what you are going to learn after 10th. So are you going to learn science, commerce, arts, and whatever sector you want, it is the one which decides what are you going to do. So it is very important, and I got good marks, I guess. So my parents was very happy, and it was like proud moment, right? And yeah, after that I ordered few books and I started reading different books. So before my birthday of 15th, like when I was 14 years old, I have read two books which were Atomic Habits and The Psychology of Money. And after that I ordered different books which were like The Power of Your Subconscious Minds, How to Will Friends and Influence People, Think and Grow Rich, and The Richest Man in the Babylon. This one is my favorite book in the finances. I definitely suggest you to read this. Shape Your Life and Your Destiny, The Life Trumpet, The Path to Prosperity, and As a Man Thinken. And As a Man Thinken is one of my favorite books because it really teaches you about your thinking. And I got this set of the James Allen books on Amazon, which was like really cheap. If I find, I'll give a link in the description. I also bought The Art of War and the Meditations, and these two books are also really great. And the Meditations is probably my most favorite, and this is the one book which helped me to overcome the fear of death. So yeah, definitely check out these books. And I read almost all of them, and yeah, it was really great books. And I will tell you what I learned from this in a different video. And in this month I learned one more thing which was quite viral at that time, which was SMMA, Social Media Marketing Agency. And for those who don't know, it is like you run ads for other businesses and they give you money to run it. Yeah, but basically. So that's how the May goes. And let's move on to the June. This month was quite fun. So at the start, my classes were started of 11th, and I decided to choose commerce because I want to do business and things. So commerce might help a little bit on this section. And then I decided to open up new business, which was a websites business. So you make website for other people and they give you money for that, and it was a really great idea. So I did my first cold call in the month of June, and it was like a very unique experience because I can remember that I was literally like calling and I was shivering at that time and talking to my first client, and like he said no, that was a different part. But I did my first cold call was one of the like big things that happened that year, and it was quite proud moment because like I told you in the last video that first is always the hardest, so it's cold call or whatever in your life, the first will be the hardest, and as you move on it will become easier and easier. And after that first cold call I did around more 100 cold calls or something in that month, and did few DMs and did few email outreaches and SMS outreach, and then I got my first meeting at that month, and it was like close to my house. That was a driving school which was like interested in that website, and I presented it, and it was like first business meeting in my life, and I show them the website. They liked it, but like at after like they said that they'll think about it, and I tried to reach to them like 4 to 5 times, but they didn't pick up, and later they said that sorry, they are not interested. I don't know what was the reason, but yeah, the meeting was the main point, that I did my first physical meeting, that I was sitting like this, and in front of me was the owner. And then in the month of July, I completed all the books that I ordered reading, and then I bought two more books, which was $100 million Offers and $100 Million Leads, both by Alex Hormozi. And those are really great books. I recommend you to read them. And then I did around more 100 cold calls or something for SMMA. So I started SMMA, their social media marketing agency, and I got a lead, but they were asking for email marketing, and I didn't know anything about email marketing, but I said yes anyway, and they were like okay, and they give me their email. And I was listening at that time that you shouldn't give your time to money, and you can just outsource it and it will be easier. So I just tried to outsource it, and I hired my first employee, which was like I got it from Facebook group. I was just posting that I want a guy, and I got one, but I don't know why he just didn't did his work. And like I tried to talk him for 1 month, and he was saying I'm doing it, and at the end he said like I'm not doing it, and I'm sorry. Like I don't know what happened, but my first hire was at that month. It failed, and that contract of email marketing was gone. That's a different story, but still, I got my first hire, and it was a unique experience too. And then comes the month of August, which was not quite good. So at that month, I got dengue, which is basically, if you don't know, mosquito bites you, and next thing you know is you're in the hospital. So yeah, and it wasn't like really great experience, but yeah, things happens like this, and I was recovered like in 2 weeks. And then I really don't remember what I did actually, but all I remember was like I was watching random videos on YouTube and just time passed the whole month. So it wasn't like anything like this month. Now comes the month of September, and it was quite bad month. And the reason I say it was bad month was that I was start I had an account in a bank, which was a government bank in India, and I had the account, and so I decided to get a debit card from them, because in order to get freelancing from the apps like Fiverr, Upwork, etc., you need debit cards, and or debit cards or credit cards which are international, so you can hire them, and they works very well, I heard. And so I did it, and like they said you will get your debit cards in 2 weeks, but I didn't get it. So I went back, and they said it is going to be late, so it will come to next week. And I was like okay. When I went to the bank next week, there was new staff, and they said that there is no application form for debit card. So like just wasted that month, and they said if you want you can just fill the form. But I was like so stressed out of this thing, because they wasted a whole month, right? I was learning things, but I didn't did anything. So I just closed my account from that bank, and I was thinking what to do next. And the next month of October, when this month started, I started watching Jordan's Library, which is a free dropshipping course from a dropshipping guy who is like really great, and I will suggest you to watch it if you are into dropshipping. And I was just learning things, so I thought it will be great, and yeah, it is really great. And in that course he said you should start a habit of journaling, which is like you write down everything you did in this day. So like I recorded this video and everything I did today, I will write this today night when I before I am going to sleep. And it is really great because you know what you did and you can have a track, right? Because before, like, October told you the things which I remember, but after the month of October, I have the records of what I did. And so, like, this is my notebook where I write the journaling things. I don't know if you can see. It's not like I just write it in short form, what I did, what I didn't. And yeah, it's really great. So I will highly suggest you guys to have a notebook. It doesn't matter if you have a diary or just pick a notebook like I did, and you can just write things down however you like, and it helps you to keep in track. So yeah, this is one habit that I started at that month. After that, I put on some affirmation boards, like affirmations on my wall, so I can see it. Let me show you 1 second. So yeah, these are the affirmations. This is like, this one is the affirmation image, and this is like the dopamine detox which I never completed. And like, this is my vision board, what I want to do, and I try to do these things so make my life better. And this is one of my favorite things right here. This is called as Kaizen, and I learned this from a webinar. And this says like, this is the method to get your life really better. So whenever you learn something really new, just try and apply, and then you review and reflect, and then you reflect it, and you can plan how you can improve it. And then what you plan, you just try and apply, and it goes in circle, 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 and you become really better if you use this. So I highly recommend you guys using this. So it's the next day because yesterday it started raining, and so my voice wasn't recorded clearly. So now I am recording this video, and so yeah, let's continue. So after my vision boards, I ran my first ads on Facebook. It wasn't like I ran this for a company or something. It was just a trial. So see how the ads work and how I can run it. Yeah, so it was first experience. I didn't make any money on it, but it was a great experience. I started my X account, which you can see the link here, and if you click the link, you will go to my X account. And yeah, so I put my motivation and what I learn and etc things on my X account. So yeah, definitely you should check it out. I bought two more books, which was The Kabbalion and the Shoe Dog, and I haven't completed the Kabbalion, but the Shoe Dog is one of my favorite books, and it is like the only biography I've ever read so far. And I will definitely tell you guys to check out this book because it tells you how the entrepreneurship journey is going to be, and it's like all his memories and everything, and it's quite thick book, but it's worth it. So yeah, definitely check this one. That's how the month of October went, and let's move on to the November month. In this month, what I did was I opened my first bank account by myself. So like, my parents didn't helped me anything. I went to bank, got the form and filled it. I know some of you might be thinking that it's not a big deal or something, but for me it was a big deal because I never did any like official work before by myself, because my parents were always supporting me and almost helping me in everything. But this time I was all alone, but I did it successfully. And as you know that my last bank account was, you know, so I started my new account, and then I continued my reach out for the SMMA, but it didn't work. And then I tried to find contractors so I can have people who will run ads for me, and I will pay them, and the people for whom I am running ad, they will pay me, and I will pay the contract some portion of it. But didn't get anything, and I didn't find any contractor. But I learned few things, that how you can reach out to people, how you can find the contractors, and how you create online forms. After that, I had something very different in my life, which was like, when it was my exam, and after my exam, like, it was a paper, I don't know which subject it was, but after my paper I was done, I came out and I saw a girl, and I tried to talk to her because I saw few videos on YouTube which says you should be comfortable with girls, and it was like very weird, but I still talked to her and say asked that which standard she was and etc. And like it was good, like it was like 2 or 3 sentences just, but I dared and I talked to a girl, and it was my first time, so it was hard, but now I can like easily go to a girl and talk to her, and it won't get me any pressure or anything, nervousness, etc. So after that, when I was outreaching, I got a lead from my DMs, and he was a renovation guy who was just starting like me, and he said that I want you to run ads, and I will use my budget, and if I got a lead for him, he will pay me the money. And I was like, let's take the risk. And I tried it. Failed for some time, but it went, and I spent like $10 on it, but the result wasn't there because it wasn't a big budget, right? For renovation you need like, the renovation is like very expensive thing, like thousands of dollars thing, and running $10 ad wouldn't do anything, and I should have known this, but still I ran the ads. It didn't work well, but the thing was that I did my first official online meeting in my life for my SMMA, and it was really great experience. The month of December wasn't like I did very much things. I just watched YouTube and few things, and I started reading two more books, which was the Bhagavad Gita and the Four Agreements. And I'm reading Bhagavad Gita now, and it's a really big book. You can see it's like 800 page or something. And I've read the Four Agreements. Then in January, I got a guy for sales, so I was looking for a salesperson who might do sales, and I was switching back to my website business because it was something I really passionate about. And I found a guy and I talked to him, I hired him, we did meetings, but like after few days he wasn't replying or anything, and I tried to reach him in every way. I called him, I messaged him, but he didn't reply. So it was a fail too. But I hired someone, so it was experience, you can say. After that, I uploaded my first video on the YouTube channel, and like I decided to make a personal brand and uh, create a big audience so we can communicate and help you guys, and I can make money. And so after I did two more big things, which was I overcame my mobile addiction, and it was really hard to do because our generation is like 99.9% of our generation are on the mobile addiction. But I learned one thing, that it's not about mobile addiction that you are watching too much, it's about what you are watching. So like you are watching my video right now, so I can't say that you have mobile addiction, and even if you have, it's good because you are watching channels like me, and I really try to help people, and quite it's quite boring videos, right? But this is where you find the real gold. Really appreciate it for watching this long, and yeah, let's continue. After that, I tried to open an AI agency in which you have app like Go High Level, and you give service to other people like AI automations and they will pay you. But it failed because it needs a debit card which is international, and my debit card was a national one. And but I'll try this after, like I'll get mature, or like I'm trying to get an international debit card, but it's quite tricky. So yeah, we'll see. After that, I started my Instagram, so you can watch it here. And I really didn't put anything like information or something on it. I just put random photos because I like photography. So I post photos which I've clicked, and it's not something like you should watch, but you can go right if you want. After creating my Instagram account, I started cleaning my home because why not? Because like cleaning is one of the things I found in most of, like if you see many successful people, you can look at them and you can say that there is one thing which they all have common is a clean and nice room. I never saw billionaire who have like a really messy room or something, because it is one of the forms of discipline which you should have it too. So I started cleaning it, and I actually completed in the month of February because it was really mess, and now it's like quite great. And in the month of February I started one more habit which was keeping things clean. So if I have something like on the table, I will put it where it should be. So like before that, all my things were like my books were in the kitchen, and kitchen things were in my main room, and like it was a mess. But I started putting things that way, and it becomes really easy. Like you can find things and it looks really good. And more important is it gives you a discipline, which is really important to really like it helps you to get what you want. So cleaning is one of the most underrated habits, I think, and you should have it too. And after that, I bought two more books, which was The Science of Getting Rich and Zig Ziglar's Secret of Closing the Sale. And this book was recommended by Luke Belmar, and I will highly suggest you, anyone who you might be doing anything in your career, but this is one of your go-to because this tells you how you can sell to the people, and selling is one of the most important skills. In the month of March, I bought a pair of dumbbell, which was like one of the best purchases because it helps you to train every muscle. Like I didn't have enough money to go to gym because it's like kind of expensive, and the other thing is that it's quite far. So you like if you walk there, it takes you at least 20 minutes to go. So it wasn't like worth it. So I decided to buy a pair of dumbbells, and it turned out really great because if you have like a pair of dumbbell and little bit space, you can literally train your whole body and each muscle of your body. I watched videos like Chris Area because I like their training, and it's like easy and effective, and like it gets harder with the weight you choose and intensity you choose, etc. So I would highly recommend you guys to at least buy a pair of dumbbells if you can't go to gym, and if you can, just really go to the gym because your health is really important. After I bought dumbbells, I started a habit of working out daily because I wasn't working out at all, and like I wanted to get my health better because I don't know why I became so health conscious, and I started working out. And like because of the dumbbells, I don't know why it gave me real motivation, and I started working out, and it's like 2 months I'm working out, and it gives you really nice results. After that, I watched one anime which was called as Psycho Pass, and I actually watched a video of Luke, and he suggested to watch it, and it was a great anime, and it was like all the whole year only watched that one anime and no other anime. So it was a great anime. I would recommend you guys to check it out if you want. I made my second video which you can see here on YouTube in the month of March. So let's move on to the April. In the month of April, I posted two more videos which you can see here, and I did one thing which was root canal of my teeth because it got cavity. Because like in the 10th, all I was doing was study and like little bit of exercise or something, and like it was a kind of waste of time. Like 70% of my time was going to study, which if you remove the time of sleep and etc., 70% of going to study, and remaining 30% was I was just like watching mobile TV etc., and I wasn't looking at my health. This caused me cavity in the tooth, and I did root canal, and it's like really painful. So I will recommend you guys to floss your teeth daily and clean it and stay away from sugar. Like I also cut down the habit of eating sugar, and it was like really hard because your body have adapted to the sugars. But if you can do it for a week, you can keep it up. So the first week is going to be the hardest. You will feel like, oh my god, what will be happening to me. But as you keep going, it will become easier, and now I really, if even if I see sugar, I would avoid it, and I'm really not like having the habit. So yeah, it's really great. Then I got my result of 11th, and I got around 74.5%, and it's okay because I didn't studied much. I was just learning things and doing things, and I really studied like few weeks before the exam. So yeah, I guess it's good. And then in the month of May, I started writing a book which I will soon release, and like it might take few months because I after writing I am going to copyright it, so I don't want the things. And it's on the it's on my philosophy of life, and I know I'm quite young for this, but I think I'm ready, and I'm going to publish it. And subscribe for knowing when I will publish it. And then yeah, I just posted few things on YouTube on in this month. You can check out here the videos, and this is how the year went. I know, like, I did many things, I didn't did many things which I could have done, but while it's not bad, right? I think I did many things I could have done, and now I'm going to do even more than that, so you will see the results. One more thing I did in this year which I forgot to tell, and I can't remember when I did it, but it was like early 2025. And what I did was I overcome one of my fears, which was the fear of death. And I had this fear like from childhood, that I'm like, it's a really dangerous fear, and most people are driven by it. But if you accept this one thing, and if you let go the fear of death, I guess you can literally overcome any of the fears in the world, because it all the fears you have will come to this one point, and this is inevitable, right? So just accepting it will make your life better. Comment down below what you think of what I did, and like the video and subscribe my channel. Yeah, see you.